So what would you, now that you're removed, or do you want to be part of the paparazzi? Is that what you're interested in right now in your career?
I wouldn't necessarily label it that way, but I do feel
media then?
I feel like I have a space in the media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what, are you looking to get into?
Yeah.
That sort of thing?
Yeah, I'm actively doing so. I just launched my YouTube channel on the 17th.
All right.
I want to be able to be a voice and a face of what's happening in the trenches, be an educator.
Sure.
Show people the technique, fundamentals that's being had, the assignments as well. So we don't blame the offensive lineman for guys running free, that if it's not necessarily our assignment. I want the common fan to kind of grow with me and we talk through it and learn more about what's actually happening in the trenches and why these guys on the back end are able to be successful.
All right. Let me give you a media question then.
Okay. What
now
you
that
got
you're part of the media, now that you're part of, like, now that I've established this is what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because this is the way that you would separate yourself, is talking about the teams that you've been on. And you just talked about Tua a little bit. What would you say the Dolphins need to do differently this year to get them into the playoffs, over the hump, and start winning playoff games in South Florida again? What do they need to do differently, Terron Armstead?
Yeah, you'll be surprised at my answer, Rich, because
all right,
it's not much different. It's not big changes. I think the path and the foundation is there.
It is.
It's the details. It's the small things. One, obviously, the quarterback. Tua being available. He's being healthy. And then your great players playing great. Tyreek Hill having a season that I think he's poised to have this year. Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, Jalen Wright, Jonnu Smith. The weapons are in place. The offensive line, we added some guards to the unit I think would help significantly. And then on the defensive side, a healthy Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips changes the dynamic of the whole defense. So the pieces are in the building. I strongly believe that. And it's the details. It's the situational football. It's the 3rd and 1 in the fourth quarter. It's the 2-minute drill down 3. It's those moments.
Yes.
That we can talk about all day, but they have to go out and do. That's the difference.
Well, what about the concept that 3rd and 1, when it's 20 degrees outside, having a quick game doesn't help? That you gotta smash mouth
it up the middle,
which isn't supposedly, conventionally, the Dolphins' way of doing things.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a track meet, which works when it's 75 degrees out and you're sitting there in Hard Rock.
Right.
But if you've got to go on the road in the playoffs to someplace like Kansas City or Baltimore or Buffalo, and it's 3rd and 1, and your coach is outstanding with the details. You want to talk? I mean, like he's the king of a crease here. All you got to do is, but you got to make sure that the blocking's here or the ball is there. Get the open space, and then home runs, man, happen. But when it's 20 degrees outside, I don't think the weather matters.
It doesn't. I don't think it matters at all.
Because that's what's being discussed.
It's
about
the narrative. We've lost games in cold weather. We've lost games against really good teams. It just happened to be at the same time. Really good teams in cold weather. So we didn't beat Buffalo in Buffalo. Buffalo beat us in Miami. So we beat, warm weather, cold weather. It's those big games, good teams. It's like that's the narrative. That's the issue, not the weather. I don't see that being play a part. I don't see the weather playing a part at all. Like you're running, your blood get going. It don't matter what the weather is. Or maybe that's just me, bro. But
no, I don't know.
I don't think weather matters at all.
I mean, the
Kansas City game. Playoffs.
Well, that was unnaturally cold.
Historical, that was different.
It's like you probably were playing inside a freezer.
It was different, for sure. Like, couldn't feel your fingers, feet. No, it was different. You know what I mean? Go out and play the best you can.
No, I could throw that one out. And there was a snow game on a Saturday night on NFL Network in Buffalo where you guys almost took that game, too.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But just the general sense is the way the team is built, the way that the football game is played, in cold weather just don't mix. But you don't think that's the weather.
No, we lost to Baltimore in the cold. We lost to Philly in the cold. These are just good teams. Home or away, these are good teams. You got to be good teams. That's it. I don't think the weather plays Plays a part at all.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.